Hi guys, happy Wealthy Wednesday. Hello, hello, hello. We are getting our social media on Instagram Live right now. We're at the office. We were doing a strategy session and here we are. So hi everybody. Let's see, we're getting her Instagram Live and I'm getting on my Instagram Live. So we'll put it right here if you want to put it right there. You have a little pop socket. Ponla aquí en medio para que se vea.
Looks like I turn it around.
Oh man. All right. So how's everybody doing? Let's see. We're gonna wait on a little bit. Oh, Eva Longoria's baby, so cute. Puptown Boutique, how are you? Jay Sylvia, how are you? Island Girl 760. Who else is on here? Querida Los Angeles, how are you? Beautiful. Irma, hey cousin, how are you? Nats Mundo, hello, hello, hello. Vitel Maribel, how are you? Fields of Mantra. Oh, hello. Love your candle, by the way. I have it here in my office.
Can you see?
Yeah, you can put it there. You're good. I just want to make sure I'm not writing. No.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry. With some crazy stuff.
I think because we could push those buttons.
Let's look at on here. Okay, here we go. Actually, let me just show you something.
That's what I did at home.
Beautiful.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Let's see if it doesn't flip.
So, you guys should see our system here. It is the most.
We're like trying to squeeze.
We're trying to like fit into this, you know. So, anyways, let's see. Hello from snowy Colorado. Oh my goodness, Raquelita, how are you? You remind me of Frozen. Let me see who's on. Is that your sister?
My sister.
Yes.
Marina.
Hi,
sister.
Marina. How are you?
Oh, look at
Relax and Scrub. Yay.
Hi.
Okay, awesome. That's so awesome. Love your stuff, by the way.
Yes.
Coffee scrub is my favorite.
I use that aloe vera all over my face.
Yay. Okay, let's see who's on here. Just sweet treats.
Look at my sister says twice as good.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. I got to invite you to all the events, by the way, because we had a good time.
Yeah, we did.
All right. So let's see who else is on here. Well, as you guys jump on, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about, you guys have actually seen Velia before. Velia actually works with me. So for all of you guys out there, yes, she does have a full-time job, but, oh yeah, you want to fix that. So yeah, there you go.
Okay,
she does have a full-time job and she actually is my saving warrior when it comes to, can you please do a Wealthy Wednesday? One, it gives her the exposure and being comfortable and talking on this camera.
I feel like I've gotten a little better. I'm always better when I'm with you, but by myself, I'm like, oh, I think I can
it's
do this
awkward,
now.
right? Because yeah, it is. So, just so that you guys know when she does like the little takeovers and things like that. Hey Dee, congratulations! Totally squirrel moment. I'm going to talk about you right now. But yes, so Velia has been working here in my office, and we are actually today we got our game plan for the 2020 year. And so if you guys see her, say hello. She's got business cards. Follow her. Her social media handle is Ayuda en Español. And she helps me with the financial boot camps as well. So she, as well as Veronica, my best friend, Milkshakes, she's also there. And this is a team effort. This is not just me. This is literally like people support me and I support them. So it's really awesome. Thank you for the love, by the way.
Yeah.
So
nice.
This is Velia Valencia, social media handle Ayuda en Español, just FYI. So that's one thing. But as we were strategizing, I said, Velia, just jump on our Wealthy Wednesday because we're
already here.
We're already here. So today, for those that's your first time, hey Liz, for those that it's your first time, please post. The reason why I ask if it's your first time is because we want to just make sure that if it is your first time, we want to welcome you and say welcome. And we hope it's not your last. And if you're a amazing, consistent, a listener, I guess you could say that, right?
Yeah,
watcher, listener. We want to continuously say thank you for your time, your attention. And our goal is to constantly be providing value to you. And I was just telling her that I learned something really amazing today about Social Security, even though that's not our expertise. Like we learn something every day ourselves. So
I always say I always learn something when I'm with Eva. Every time, it never fails.
And it's sometimes work related, and sometimes we're like, oh, and then same vice versa. Like I've learned so much from her. Oh, so first timer, yay! So what city? Go ahead and put the city because we do have people from all over. Okay, so right here, what does it say? Mama Dones. My first time and just started reading your book. So inspired to start saving.
Yay.
Yes, that's what the book is about. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Awesome. Say yes, first time probably can't stay to watch and listen the entire time. It's okay because you can always watch it on the replay
Right.
as well. So watch it on the replay. For those that don't know me, I'm the owner and founder of Eva Macias and Associates, and I'm also the Garden Girl. I'm also the author of A Latina's Guide to Money. Belia actually works here at Eva Macias and Associates, but she also works. Are we allowed to say where you work?
Oh, so why not?
Right?
Yeah.
She also works at PIH, right? You've been there for
19 years. I'm like part of the furniture now.
so she's been there for quite some time. Keep posting on there what city you guys are tuning in from. Awesome, Long Beach. All right, we love you guys. And so the goal behind today is there's usually a topic that we're really specific about, but today was actually holiday
on a budget.
On a budget. So the reason why I wanted to we talked about a little bit about the financial boot camp,
Right.
which we'll get to as well. So the holiday on a budget, Halloween is tomorrow.
Right.
Right?
I don't dress up.
You don't dress up? Did you ever dress up when you were younger?
I did, and I never liked it.
Really?
I never liked it. I've always
Oh.
I don't know if it's just that I'm a big chicken. My sister will attest to that. I've always been a big chicken. I'm like a sucker for the movies when they get creepy. I always scream, and I just never liked spooky stuff. I guess, I don't know if it was how I was raised or whatever, but
Because La Llorona te va a agarrar.
yes. Actually, my mom never really even talked about La Llorona. I don't know what it is. Just never liked it to this day. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm actually a little bit opposite from it. I really enjoy the holiday, and I don't know where this whole Halloween thing came about, but my parents, and we talked about this, my parents never had money to pay $50, $100 costumes. I remember the first time I rented an expensive costume, I think it cost me like $250 because I wanted to be one of the evil villains. And I thought that was just too much.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, never will I ever do that again. But last year, and I'll post my last year on here on my Insta page, I was actually a black card. And I was
remember
telling,
that.
I was telling
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So I was a black card. And for those that don't know what a black card is a credit card. Oh, oops, sorry. Sorry, guys. A black card is a credit card, right? It's like a prestigious credit card that you get based on your credit score and all that good stuff. So I said, you know what? Let me be creative in the field that I'm in, right? Financial services.
Right.
Let me be creative in something. So I went to the Dollar Tree. I paid $1 for, what do you call that board?
Like the
cardstock. The
cardstock,
cardstock, right?
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah.
it's called?
Like a poster board.
Like a poster board. I paid $1 for it. I then made 2 little holes and put a little rope over it that I didn't, I think I had it at my house. Oh no, I got a shoelace. That's what I did. I got a shoelace. And then I bought the silver letters at Michael's. And because things are expensive at Michael's, I don't know about you guys, but
I don't go there.
I don't go there often. I was like, do you guys have a coupon? Downloaded a coupon for like $5 off. And I ended up paying for that costume, I think a total of like less than $10 for sure, because the letters were a little pricey. I got a Sharpie marker and I put Eva Macias. I'll actually post it on my social media so that you guys see.
Look what my sister says. I won your contest last year.
Was that you?
Yeah.
You were Scrabble.
I think so, yes.
Okay, I was just talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about this because this is so perfect for this. Yes, yes, yes. So last year I ran a contest because I wanted people to get creative. You could not buy a costume. We probably had about 30 participants. Okay, like I love all your responses. So I ended up doing a contest of who can come up with the most creative with the least amount of money.
Right.
And now that you say that, I'm so excited because hopefully you still have the picture. If not, I'm going to go back on my Instagram and find it. I think it was 8. How do you spell Scrabble? How many words is that?
SCRABBE.
8?
Is it BBLE?
I think
8.
so.
Yeah.
8. So it was Genius and On Brand. Yeah, so I was trying to stay on brand, girl. And they did Scrabble. So each one of them was a Scrabble letter, like a little thing. And it was super cool.
Oh,
password. I'm sorry, that was the thing. So they put password. That was, but it was from Scrabble. I think you spent 83 cents per thing, and so we sent them their gift. I don't remember what the gift was, to be honest with you, but they won super creative. Not only did she participate, you got how many other people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other people to participate. So we were the
IS team.
what does that mean?
Information Solutions.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you probably won something at work, but it was super creative, super inexpensive, and they submitted or she submitted it for them, and she won the thing. So the contest.
Yeah.
The reason why I wanted to talk about that during this time is because I I'm not a full mommy yet. Like I don't have my little one running around, right? But you have a family. What did you do? Did you dress up your kids?
Usually we did, only because, school, there's that kind of that peer pressure, I'm going to say. So they always wanted to do something. And for the most part, we usually bought them their costume. But as they got older, then they got more creative too. Like,
Yeah.
We'll find something. And so they would go through the closet if it was last minute or whatever. Especially when they get older, they get more creative.
Yeah.
And it's actually better for the parent when you just find stuff in the closet, because then you don't have to spend any money. But when they're little, they always want to do like whatever the girls, the Disney theme or whatever. And then my son was always some kind of superhero or villain or karate or something like that.
If you're Mexican, you were always a ghost because you always had a white sheet. You cut the holes and you're always a ghost, right? Like, I mean, think about this.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but those are the things you could be.
Yeah.
Now people get so creative. I wanted to be, recently I saw something and I actually wanted to be a popcorn. And so I saw someone get a big box from like Amazon or like Costco. They painted the box with paint, which is not that expensive. And then for the popcorn, right, they had actually made like out of paper, they cut cardboards and they just put it was really cute. Or you could be cotton candy.
Yeah,
like
that'd be cute
all
too.
These different creative, you could be a mummy, right?
Yeah.
All these different things. So the reason why when I talk about that is because for me, Halloween means creativity. It doesn't mean scary time, like scary things.
Yeah.
Like I always like the villain portion of it, right? Because I was like, I'm always nice. I want to be the mean person, right? But as I was younger, we got really creative. And I remember like my brother was a military guy because my mom, I think, was able to go to the secondhand store and get military pants.
Right.
So then my brother was able to paint his face. Then my sister had a really nice dress that she was part of a soccer pageantry that she won. And so I wore her dress because it fit me. And then we found an old viejita mask, like on the clearance section one year, bought it, saved it. And I was an old Miss Pageant lady. And my mom got into it. My dad would actually get that little mask and go scare kids. It was awesome. And my dad's an older man. He uses a cane. So it was trippy. We always got really creative with those things, right? And so for me, it was not the let me go scare people or let me look the sexiest, right?
Yeah.
It was really like, let me have a lot of fun. So the reason why I want to talk about this is because how often do you guys stress out about your kids being a character, especially with Disney, right?
Yes.
Disney does such a good job on making sure you guys spend money. We were just having this conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
Someone says, not putting anybody on blast, just in case you're on here, okay? But she's like, a lot of my money goes to Disneyland. And you're not talking about a 5-year-old. You're talking about a grown woman,
Right.
which is okay. A lot of my money also went to Disneyland for a very long time. But it's now jeopardizing
your living. Yeah.
Right? Like, don't overextend yourself. So I want to ask you guys, for the holiday, like tomorrow being Halloween, what is it that you guys normally do to be able to stay on budget? Especially if you have kids, because I don't know any child, unless you were like, I really wanted to be this, but I think as a kid, I would remember more like I am 38 years old and I don't remember any other Halloween costume besides the most expensive one that I rented because that really hurt my pocket. And the second one was the one that my mom and my dad both were there. We still have a picture of it. I have to find it. And this last one that I did because I actually took the time to be creative.
Right.
So I had it more embedded in my head.
And then like somebody said, and it fit with the business. So it was creative and it meshed with your whole
And now it's easy. Like you can go on Google or Pinterest and put like low budget things and you get like a laundry list of things.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to Google back in the day or Pinterest, right?
No.
You're like, let me think of what I'm gonna, right?
And Google's free.
So it's on budget. So let's see what else it says. Ours is always homemade with whatever we have.
That's cool.
It just makes it so much more, you appreciate more. The balloon maven, you should be a balloon.
Yeah.
Let's see, what do we have here? This year, your department is a Wizard of Oz. We have spent a total of about $7.
My sister, the budget conscious person.
Oh my God.
How many people in the department, Myrna?
Oh my God, that's so fantastic.
Let's see what she said.
Yeah, we're waiting for Myrna's response. So Myrna, and they spent $7, guys. Like, this is why you can get together with your girlfriends and be like, hey, let's get creative. Let's create our Halloween costumes. Now, Velia's like, no. Okay, she's responding back.
Yeah.
Let me just actually move this real quick. So I want to know, what is it that you guys do for the holidays, for yourselves and for your kids? Because I know that once we have thrift stores, yes, the thrift stores are the best places to go get them. And try different ones, like Out of the Closet, or like Bridge of Faith here in Whittier, or just try a lot of them.
And there's a lot of the Goodwills now everywhere. Like every couple miles, they have them in the shopping centers now.
Mm-hmm. And another cool thing, I'm sure you guys do this, but just in case you don't, if I know I'm going to do something the following year, I actually really look forward to the day after the holidays.
Yeah.
So I buy things that I know I will be using next year. Like the paint that you can, like, it's available for like 3 years. It's good for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You buy everything at 50, sometimes even 90%.
Right.
Right. So if you know, like, for example, if you have little ones and you know you dress them up every year, there are certain things you can use, like paint,
right,
like a wig. I'll post another picture that I did. It's actually one of my favorite adult Halloween parties that I threw at my house. So my best friend was a peacock. She went a little bit over budget. I remember that. But I didn't know what I was going to be. And at that time, Lady Gaga had just released her album.
mm-hmm.
And I remember it was 2 hours before the party. I don't have a costume. And I'm like, what can I be? And I had old paint from back in the day.
Uh-huh.
And I had gone to the 99-cent store and bought those gloves for, what do you call those? That skeleton gloves.
Uh-huh.
And I was actually Lady Gaga. I had the pink hair, the skeleton. I did all that 2 hours before. The suit was my suit. The wig I had actually gotten from a year before. And the only thing I bought were 99-cent gloves that were skeleton gloves and the paint. That was like the only thing I really got. My costume was super cheap. Oh my God, let's see what else here. Dee says, I use thrift stores or look at my closet, but usually do it all at last minute. So if you're going to do stuff like last minute, like tomorrow at 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock, right? Make sure you don't buy stuff out of, what is this, desperation per se.
Yeah.
So before you go buy, like tonight, like look at your stuff. Like I can tell you what I'm going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be a pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
You guys already saw the outfit. I'm going to support Ivy because her thing is super cute. I only get to wear this orange, bright pumpkin sweater one time a year.
And actually, it's perfect right now.
And this time is actually 2 times a year because I wore it for my husband's pumpkin patch. Yeah. And so that's my Halloween costume tomorrow. Like, yeah.
And it's super cute,
right? It's. I ain't trying to be all like, I'm not. So, clearance everywhere. Yes, stock up on everything. Let me see what else.
Myrna says 7 people pulled our resources. The most expensive was the tamale husk she used for her scarecrow outfit. Give it to my
Pull
sister.
your resources. Actually, you know what we should do next year? We should actually put together a bring your junk. Like, let's just say October 1st.
Yeah, like a trade.
Do a trade.
Yeah.
We should do Halloween trades next year.
That'd be cool.
That would be super cool.
Mm-hmm.
We got to put that on a yellow piece of paper on the list of, yeah, like you guys give us ideas, right? Sorry, our phone just did a full twist. So as you guys are all, I like to use wardrobe to be, yes, use your wardrobe. I have so much stuff that I can like use. Azucaritas, how are you? Okay, so holiday on a budget. Don't let it stress you out. If it stresses you out, this is like the whole Marie Kondo type of thing. If it stresses you out, don't do it. So at the end of the day is create a costume that you're going to have fun with, that you're going to remember, that you're just going to be okay with, because let me tell you something, nobody's going to know whether you paid $100 for the costume or you made it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And it, like you said, the whole thing is to have fun, not stress out.
Yeah.
So my sister says they do lots of skits for church, so they have a plastic bin with lots of odds and ends. There you go.
Let me ask you guys, would you guys like to do something next year where we did like a, what do you call it? A trade?
A trade, yeah,
trade?
like a swap.
Like a swap,
Mhm.
but with Halloween costumes or just things that you can bring that you're like, I haven't used this for 5 years. Maybe somebody can use it.
Right. I think that's a good idea.
Right?
Because sometimes you buy like an outfit or a costume and then you don't want to wear it again, but I don't want to throw it away. So I have it in my closet.
But if you're like my husband, he was like a fireman for like 7 years straight. I even told him, I said, you're married, you're no longer allowed to be a fireman. We got to be something super like more couple-ish. So actually, I actually found the costume. Don't tell him.
So Azucarita says she borrowed her friend's scrubs. She's going to be a nurse. That's a
super
good idea.
cool. Yes. Okay, great. So we're going to actually, given all goes well and we're both here and everything's great, we will have that. And we already noted it. Literally,
made a note.
She made a note. And that would be great. So I'm going to shift a little bit from holiday on a budget and the idea of, doing that where I think it would be a win-win for not just like you, but also for the community, because it's a community event. We could have it in any like public space you come, like it would be so much fun. So I'll put together the details of it. Yes, I know I'm pregnant, but I'm sure it'll be fun and you guys just come and support. I had an Egyptian theme party this weekend and did a do-it-yourself out of maxi dress and used all my jewelry to bling it out. Oh, can you post that and tag me on it so I can repost it? Because I might just use that maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've never been an Egyptian, even though I'm married to one. That would be super fun. Dee put as a kid.
Rotated the same 3 outfits, the same 3 costumes. That was like me. I think I had a cowgirl outfit my dad bought me when I was, 5. I think I wore it till I was 9. It's like it barely fit, but I liked it and it was cool. It was like all suede. I think my sister must have used it too because it was like really nice. We all wore it. We're 4 girls.
I'm only laughing because parents that really want to stretch out their money, they're like, está rompido. No, así póntelo.
O te queda la manga right here. And you're like, just remángatelo poquito, que no se te vean tan cortitas las mangas.
Oh,
they wear shorts porque ya te queda muy cortito el vestido.
Improvise and all this. And it makes it.
Or pants. You wear pants under a dress so your dress wouldn't look so short.
Oh my God, I'm so hot right now.
That's what the girls all did.
Oh my God. She said I was a sexy mummy. Oh, I love it. I love it. Lady Pro Anna, she goes, I have a free space, Staples in La Habra. Oh. Yes, absolutely. So I actually called and I already have the guy's phone number. So yes, we could do it. It's a free space and they allow free events there, which is awesome. So thank you. I was an ELO queen for 4 years as a kid and I grew up as an only child. See, this is the stuff, like these are the stories that you remember.
She recycled by herself. I had 4 sisters. We had a lot of costumes.
I had 4 sisters, but I don't remember them dressing up. They only dressed me.
Actually, I have 3 sisters. I'm number 4.
So I think just having fun with it would be great.
Myrna says shorts under the skirt.
And if you're Mexican, or Latin, I don't know about any other culture, but we will make that work. Okay, even if it's stretchy, even though it's torn, we'll make it work.
Oh my God,
so
that's funny.
Again, let's do that swap. And I'm going to shift a little bit into boot camp because we just finished week 4. And, it's a commitment for people to show up, and it's also a commitment on our part. So when we're there, we're not there just having the class. We're committed to seeing you guys win. So as dumb as do this holiday thing, we would rather see your money go in places that would support you and your family. Right?
Yeah.
We would rather laugh our asses off over all of the bad Halloween costumes than trying to look good with the Halloween costume that we'll never ever remember.
Right.
Do you have that one that you're like, oh, my parents spent all this money? You probably don't even remember that one.
No, the cowgirl one.
That was the one. Okay, you got your money's worth. So again, I think just creating experiences, like travel is an experience, like creating your own costumes is an experience. Yes. I would rather you guys spend your money on there now. I can't tell you what to do, but I can show you how to get there. So this is why it's so important. I've had a lot of people ask me about the boot camp this time around. The boot camp is done for 2019. Our next financial boot camp will be January 7th. And just so that you know, next week you will be able to sign up for it, okay? There'll be some information. So if you guys sign up on the email list, if you guys go to my Instagram handle and sign up for waiting list, you guys will get all of the like updates on that, because as you guys all know, we're expecting, and I want to make sure that we still continue to bring value and bring that to the community, because we're an underserved community just generally. If you're in the Latino community, and also if you're a woman, we're completely underserved. Yes. And so because of that, this allows you, trust me when I tell you this, there has been multiple first of all, you get your money's worth. I can tell you that much. Second, it's things that we apply.
Absolutely. Every time. I tell you, every time I've been sitting through in boot camps now, this is the 6th one this year and a couple last year. And every single boot camp, I learned something. I'm just amazed, because I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Or I learned a different way to apply something. And I use it in my personal and our personal finances all the time. So I think that we just can never know enough in that regard. And I think having the continual refresher, because it's always a work in progress.
All the time. Just because you do the boot camp, that doesn't mean your entire life is going to be in order, but it's a constant like learning and learning and learning and applying and applying. So again, definitely want to let you guys all know that we will continue boot camps in 2020. And I also want to acknowledge Dee, who's on here, and I'm going to tell you why I want to acknowledge her.
Yes, congratulations,
yes. Dee. And I have a lot of you that I actually want to congratulate you, because a lot of you have been part of the community of the alumni and the boot camps. But Dee and I met up, I think, about 4 or 5 years. And I'm going to say that Dee's been working with me for about 4 years already. And one of her biggest goals was, I want to buy a house. I want to buy a house. But before we get there, right? And I say we because that's the whole goal. It's not like you're buying a house. It's like, how can we help you get there? I remember having our meetings, right, at Earth Cafe back in the day. And I still remember this, Dee, to the day. It was, how can we get you closer to that? How can we establish a savings account? How can we shift your money? How can we X this? And so she trusted me, which I think was the biggest gift for me, because you can't gift that to someone. You earn that.
Yeah, exactly.
And so when she established enough funds in her savings account, I then introduced her to, yes, full disclosure, my husband's team, because that's my go-to person, right? And she started going through and going to the free financial workshops. And literally yesterday, like, I knew she was looking, but she hadn't found it. And then she took a little bit of time off because life gets in the way, and then refocused. And this literally yesterday got the keys to her brand new place. And I had a proud mom moment without being a mom. I keep raging about it, because I'm like, I am so happy it happened to her.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited that she's going to have so much like her space, and like she has something to show for it.
And she's been working hard.
Yes.
You know, she's out there all the time, every event, you know, with her baked goods and candy.
And she has a business, and she has a side business. If you guys don't know it, it's what is it? Delightful Treats.
Delightful Treats.
She does. Oh, by the way, so I posted this. She did pumpkin croissants.
And she does the churro cheesecake.
Yeah. Like super amazing. So I just want to say that, you know, every time maybe she had a life, and you're welcome. And every time she had life get in the way, because life got in the way for her a few times, she would always make a phone call, and we would always course correct. How can we course correct? And whether it took her 4 years, it was just a matter of time. And maybe those 4 years could have been 3 years or 2 years, but it was going to be at the perfect time.
Right. Because you have to, everybody's pace is different.
Yes.
So you really can't measure it. It's really from the beginning to the end, whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you know, getting and becoming comfortable with taking on, you know, the mortgage and maybe, you know, building up your savings for your emergency. before rather than after.
Yeah.
So however she did it, she accomplished her goal, and that's super fantastic.
And so for that, I'm going to say, like, at the end of the day, it's her doing the action. I've just helped her in the journey. And when I saw her winning, immediately I was like, when she wins, I win. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because her getting to where look at her word of the year was faith. Believe me when I say it truly tested me this year. But your faith was stronger than that fear. Right? When I saw her, literally, my husband actually text messaged me the picture, because I was like, as soon as she gets her place, let me know. And he text messaged me the picture, and immediately I got this like warm feeling of like, thank you, God. And I remember saying a prayer for her. I said, thank you, God, for finding her the perfect place for her. And when I say that she wins, I win, the reason why I say that, okay, and I'm not her real estate agent, I get it, yes, my husband and all that good stuff, the team, and that's not the point. The thing is that I saw her accomplish and check off her list, done, complete. And that was the most rewarding thing that I could feel for someone that has been, one, trusting me, and one, has also supported. She's been to she did the boot camp, she's been to the vision boards, she's came to see me multiple times.
Workshops.
She comes to the workshops, she's done her annual reviews, like she stayed on course. And so to see her win was and you've seen this even with like some of the women just alone this year.
Yes. In fact, to talk about a proud mom moment, I met a lady at an event. And we talked about her wanting to buy a home. So we had these conversations, and she sent me a text because she had met with a lender. And so I just sent her a little message, and I said, oh, congratulations, you're on your way to, to accomplishing your goals. And she said, I canceled a really expensive facial today, and instead I called a lender. And so I told her, I said, oh my God, I felt like a proud mom moment, because it's like, you provide the information and you have the conversation. And when you get a text like that, you think, okay, they're paying attention and they're following the path that you're providing for them, And I just gave her a really quick overview, just really I'm going to say over a drink because we were having coffee, but, but if, she asked me for advice, and I kind of told her what to do. And so here she is, just a month and a half later, and she's basically following the steps to reach her goal. And I thought it was really awesome that she said that she had canceled that facial, because that to me shows that really is her path.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, we talk about the whole, you're worthy of having it all, but all doesn't mean that you have to get a facial and everything. Like, you put the priorities,
right?
Like, these are your priorities, right? And so the reason why, we start off with like, don't over exceed your holiday costume expenses, is because we would rather see you own a house,
right,
than have every single year go all out on Halloween
or
costumes,
have a bucket full of costumes in your garage,
or have these elaborate Christmas parties, and yet you're renting. And there's nothing wrong with renting, okay? My entire family, they've never been, so
no more $80 nails.
Yes, no more $80. Yeah, absolutely, trust me. And let me tell you something, over a while you don't miss them, because you look forward to going to your space. So it's all worth it at the end. And so that's why it's those little things that we can live without to be able to experience the results.
Yes.
So as stupid and as simple as like a Halloween costume, those are the little things that add up over time that can potentially keep you away from your actual bigger goal.
Right.
And the whole purpose of us doing what we do, mind you, there's some women that come into our office that we cannot help. And not because we don't want to, but we tell them, look, the best next thing is for you to do the boot camp until you choose to commit to yourself and to your goals. We can help you. This is why a lot of the times financial advisors and financial planners will not see you if you do not have. Some of them have $100,000 to $250,000 of money. So if you don't have those minimums, they're not going to work with you. And I'm saying, look, if you have those, great. We can work with you. We strategize. We stress test your tests. We stress test your money. We do all that. However, For those that, let's just say, have $150,000 lying around, or they had an old 401k that they have no idea what it's doing, how it's operating, how it's performing, what they're like, any of that. That's the whole purpose, is come and get educated on it and ask all the stupid questions. We're not going to judge you.
Right.
We're average people.
We had to learn it too.
Yeah. And some of us with a little bit more mistakes than others, right? So today, or the whole thing is, it starts off with a Halloween costume, and I wanted to end it with knowing that sometimes the process may not be easy, and sometimes facing your fears, like going to a financial boot camp, right? Our goal is you come to ours because I create the content. This is what you bet, like, and Veronica, which she's not here, but pretend she's here. Hey, Nancy. So, like, we really put our heart and soul into this. Okay. So we are there committed every Tuesday. And so our goal is to continue to expand that within women. If you're a man, we welcome you as well. I originally created this for women. And how often do we get men come in?
We have men every boot camp. You have 3 in this current boot camp.
Yeah, we have 3 men. Previously to that, we had another one. Previous to that, I think we had 2 more. And I'm not kidding you. They're like, we wear our t-shirts very proud. And look at how beautiful this is. Our t-shirts, like the t-shirt line for the women, Ivy created. The t-shirt line for the men, her daughter created. So there's plenty for everybody, which I think is an amazing thing, because out of this little vision in my head, I'm able to now have Velia, which I love working with. And not just working with, like, you should have seen my conversation prior to jumping on Wealthy Wednesday. Like, you know, Velia, Veronica, my best friend. I'm able to support a business here locally that helps us with the space, who I love and appreciate. Then I'm able to support a small business such as Ivy. I'm able to support JV Customs, which is her daughter. And through that process of you saying yes to the boot camp, we support all of these small businesses, and in return, everybody wins.
Yeah, it's like, beautiful. It's just like full circle,
and everybody wins in their like, I don't know how to do shirts. Are you kidding me? You know what I mean? Like,
I watch her all the time, and I don't know how to do them either.
And I don't want to learn how to make shirts. Like, that's not my expertise. My expertise is creating strategies for people when it comes to financial plans. Like, that's where we win. And so I've seen so many of the alumni grow, and we just want that to expand. So we're going to have over, I'm going to say just like 200, a little bit plus, maybe like 230 alumni who have graduated in the last 2 years.
2 years, right.
And we're just getting started.
Yeah.
So again, it's a little dent, but it's also, thank you, I appreciate that. We appreciate that. But it's also your, like, support, you guys giving us your time, you telling people about us, your feedback, your ability to have an open mind to learn.
To laugh with us.
Yes, to laugh with us about, like, finances don't always have to be so stressful.
Yes, we have to laugh.
They feel like that because you think you're alone, but let me tell you something, you're not alone.
Yeah, I had one lady, remember when we did the Ivy event and we were promoting this last boot camp, she said, do you disclose everything? I don't know if she's on here, but that was kind of like her fears, like, do you guys say publicly? And I said, you know, everybody shares. I said, and when you realize that you're not the only one in that situation, it feels a little bit less stressful, because you know that you're not alone and that everybody in the room is there for the same reason. Everybody needs help. Yeah. So that's why they join. And so, you know, now I see her and she sits way up in front and she's very attentive. Awesome. and she does all the work because she has a goal in mind also.
And you know what's interesting about that? Due to privacy reasons, we never disclose names. As you guys hear, you will see me like, oh, I have a client. The only time I do is if they publicly have already said okay. But we all get to share information in the room. And that's all public. I mean, I'm sorry, that's all like confidentiality, like
privacy. Yeah.
We keep the space as safe as possible. But at the end of the day, when people, like, nobody can hide. The goal is not to hide. The goal is to do the work. And the work is tomorrow, instead of you freaking out and paying for convenience or paying for something quick because you don't want to be the oddball, like, be creative, have fun. Let's see what else it says. Dee says, yes, that's amazing about these boot camps. You're all on the same page and there's no judgment. No, absolutely. They are at the beginning now. It's easy. Oh yeah. Let's see who else. Yes, we will definitely will talk about how money moves, querida Los Angeles, and we will be talking about some virtual ones in 2020. So stay tuned for all of the good news and all the good stuff. But for now, we're going to definitely keep them in person, but we will be speaking about virtual ones in 2020. So again, today we just want to keep it light, keep it fun, keep it in celebratory mode.
Yeah.
And tomorrow when you guys go and be super amazing and creative, can you guys do me a favor? Can you tag Eva Macias and tag Ayuda en Español so we can repost your costumes that you guys paid attention to this. I'm actually going to post my costume that I did last year so you guys can see it on there. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Anna Rivera, who's on here. And the reason why is because she gave me the most creative.
Oh, so cute. Where is it?
I don't have it. I have it at home. She gave me this
too.
really cute creative thing that she did for the HVAC guys. And so I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I haven't forgotten to thank you for that. It was super cute. I'll post that on there as well. And let me see what Lizzie Boo put on here. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for sharing me of the alumni story. Always inspiring us. The boot camp is an eye-opener, and I'm still reviewing my notes every week. Yeah, absolutely. So again,
work in progress always.
Yes, work in progress, and we appreciate you. We are working this November and December. I think I have appointments available until after November 12th. So if you guys are thinking about booking appointments, you are more than welcome to book them. My calendar is on evamacias.com. If you click on Spanish ones, you'll also see Delia's. So you'll be able to, we both speak Spanish. So if, let's just say there's not a time available with me and you want to meet with her, you're more than welcome as well. So I invite all of you guys that before the year end, you guys make an appointment. Just a little announcement. The quicker you make your appointment, the better, because with new years comes new changes. And as I was just sharing with her, and this is just something that happens, usually about every year or so. And, when it comes to financial planning, there's always new plans, new programs, new options, just a whole lot of different things. And so the 2020 year is definitely bringing a lot of change into the financial industry. So make sure that you guys, the quicker you can get on board or the quicker you can make an appointment and see what your options are, the better, because
there's changes coming, plans getting deleted, plans getting added.
Yeah, so that's all I'm going to say for that, because I want to stay within compliance. Anyway, so again, love you guys. It was from the 99-cent store. You gotta be kidding. I seriously thought you spent like at least $5 on that. I gotta post that as well. So
very
for sure.
Cute.
I can't believe they got those at the
very
Anyways, thank you guys for listening to our craziness. Tag us on your Halloween costumes.
Bye, sister.
We love you. Yes, sister. And I'm so grateful. A year later, I find out you're the winner. So happy about that. If you can actually send me the picture or tag me on your picture, that would be fantastic. And Querida Los Santos' awesome session. No new costumes for my kids next year. Gracias for saving some. Oh, you're absolutely welcome. And we have it next year. We're going to do a Halloween swap. So thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for the labs.
Bye.
And have a fantastic Wealthy Wednesday. Bye. Let me share story. And